Hey, you got a compressor? Oh, well, I got this, this little tiny compressor here. Well, that's not a compressor. Now that's a compressor. Is that like a Boston accent or Australian, like combined? So, as you can see, got the new compressor in the garage. That was fun. It's about 250 pounds. So we kind of had to rock it in there. Me and Doug, that is. You're going to see Doug a little later. He's going to help me build the Linear Systems personal plasma cutter, also known as a Crossfire personal plasma table. It's not easy to say. But first, I have another friend, Ben. He's going to help me put in some outlets along this wall, and also help me cut a hole in the garage for a windowed AC unit. And when I say help, he's pretty much going to do all the work. That's just how he is, and I don't know what the hell he's doing. So electrical's not in my skill set. So without further ado, by the way, that's not really that short. It's like 5 feet tall. Alright, so here Ben's cutting out a chunk of the drywall. That way we can drill through the studs and run the cabling for the new outlets. I have a CNC pry bar. Do you? Yeah. Okay. Using it to remove that baseboard. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. And here I know Ben was trying to get this all off in one piece, but that would pretty much be impossible. And the reason for that, as we found out, is that there were no nails just hidden kind of in places they shouldn't be.
Well, I'm trying not to get it to break so much, but I'm afraid this is exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh well. You won't.
And then here he's cutting through the insulation in the center so we can place the cabling in between those. Here's the hole.
That's what I'm saying. She's packed, buddy. Unfreaking believable.
What happened there? Hit a knot?
Nail.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm like, how is that even possible?
So these are just going to screw into the drywall.
Yeah. It won't hurt nothing. They have these little wings.
Alright.
So as soon as you start screwing it, it
Pulls it up.
pulls it up, and then it pulls itself towards
Take butterfly.
These are old work. New work is attached directly to studs.
Right.
These, you just cut a hole in the drywall, and that's it. So that's it.
I know the camera angle is kind of bad here, but right there, if you would have noticed, I had a hole drilled out there. Factors, you know, one in each corner of where the AC is going to be, and I'm pretty much just using this diamond grinder to cut a hole or cut a line to each of those. I'm thinking all I have to do is go up, and this thing should just fall, right?
Well, you still have to cut the top.
It looks like there's already a break there.
Well, yeah, if it doesn't want to come off, then yeah, we can always come in from the inside, just cut.
It's pretty thick though. I can see the styrofoam, so I know we went through it.
The styrofoam's 3/4 inch, and then you have like just an eighth, or
I can see the.
You know, you don't have a whole lot of stucco.
I can see the wire though. We cut through it right here. So. Well, you know, I didn't bring my poking carbon either.
It's a drywall knife, man.
Same thing.
That could be right.
Here.
Whoa.
I'll go in from the outside.
Okay. I was gonna say, let me move the camera on your side. Yep. She's got nails. So. Oh, wait. Right there. Here you go.
There we go. Hey, look, you got a hole in the wall.
Yeah. What idiot did that? And now you can see we went ahead and, Ben went ahead and screwed in the firewall. And I actually framed around the AC. And as you can see, Ben finished patching up all the drywall. Did an awesome job. And I didn't even ask him to do it. What a guy. Alright, So now Doug and I are going to start building the Crossfire Plasma CNC. This is not a build series. We're just going to show some overview.
We don't need this stuff just yet, so let's put this here.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If that's going here, if I put a TV there, you think that's going to splatter or anything?
I've never had any problems splattering up that high, especially you're gonna have a water tray, right?
Yeah.
So,
But also, like, below that, I'm going to have a Mac Mini and a keyboard.
when I had mine set up in the shop, I had maybe, like if this was the edge of my my table, my other table was maybe here, and my computer was all here.
Actually, that's true because one of these things is actually the little laptop attachment, which I don't know why I ordered. We'll actually be following the build series put on by the manufacturer, Lingmere Systems. They have a guy named Dan who does a good job on the videos, but Doug and I have some fun at his expense.
Come on, Danny boy.
Now is a good time to point out the small holes that are visible on the window assemble and a water table has been installed on these, which is the interface space holes. Install it through the bottom hole until it slides over the fastener, and then install the hex nut, hand tight.
If those up there are square, these in theory should be square as well. Looks good.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I can't
Now,
find
Quarter inch?
line up the holes in the slot holder.
what size Allen wrench now? You said 9 something,
Yeah.
which none of mine seem to be. Although, I think in one of those drawers I have a couple. Isn't there a whole bottom that we need?
Sorry?
Isn't there a whole bottom we need for the line?
Well, that's what I was wondering. It's like, when is this going to go in? Unless what happens is it gets screwed up from below.
Because I think that's probably a separate video, I bet. Because not everybody gets the wire.
Yeah. And see, I would hope he would say, okay, if you have a water tray, then don't do this part yet,
Right, or.
because it'll fuck you up,
Now you gotta take apart the whole thing again.
right? Damn you, Danny!
The slot on each side of the bracket. I'm doing this so that it holds up.
Come on, Danny,
It's like
hold
to
this
the
up.
top and the slats.
I want to see if we can find the water tray. Crossbar assembly, 8 to 7, machine line, installing electrical closures, installing torch mount.
Come on, Danny.
Yeah, I don't have it here.
Their standard slot holders and brackets are already installed with Crossbar. Remove these items before proceeding with the water table installation, so all of this has to come back on.
Talk to what
The
I
Y-axis lead screw bearing mount. And you'll need bag number 5, Y-axis motor hardware. Bag number 6, X-axis motor hardware. Bag number 7, Y-axis bearing hardware. Bag number 8, X-axis bearing hardware. Bag number 9, lead nut hardware. And bag number 13, lead screw couplers. Make sure that the counter bore is facing outward.
Okay, Danny.
Now you're saying tighten these?
Yeah, he says once these things are aligned visually, so.
Yeah, he said go ahead and tighten.
See, Danny, you should have just left the bolts out. Save someone a step, maybe.
With that end, I can install the stepper motor and the coupler and tighten all the sensors like I did on the Y-axis.
Gotcha.
That wraps up installation of the motors and lead screws, and in the next video we'll be installing the torch mount, the tube caps, and the cable support tube. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Danny. Tube caps installed.
With that done, we can reattach the cover.
I can just imagine like some dude off to the side sitting in there, you know, on his guitar. They're going, go. There it is.
He's like, God damn it, I want to play longer.
Right? Let me just finish, man. Let me just finish the song.
Congratulations. We've successfully assembled the linear systems crossfire. Be sure to check
Whoa,
out the next
whoa,
videos
we're not done yet.
setup of the plasma cutter and basics of cutting with the machine.
Wait,
Thanks
we
for
still
watching.
have parts.
You didn't tell us to plug it in, so, I mean, come on.
So now what?
I don't know, well, we should.
Alright, well here is our power cord plugged in.
Electtrical right there.
But we still need to put in our torch, all that kind of good stuff. But if they sent you a torch wiring bag, you would think that they would show you how to wire that. Right?
Machine, but not too much slack to the point where the torch cable can drag across the slab bed. So to check that, you'll want to jog.
We'll probably have to adjust this one.
And the last thing to do is to plug in the torch firing cable into the electronics enclosure. If you haven't installed the torch fire cable yet, make sure to go back and do that.
Well, you didn't tell us how.
Oh, see, now you're getting the money over here.
This is a bin job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we get into wiring like that, especially when you're doing 220, and yeah, you would think they'd have just a quick connect.
Or at least have it here.
Yeah. So it sounds like that case has to come apart in order to get to the wiring.
Yeah. I mean, Ben's coming back anyway.
Yeah, we can do that.
This might be the furthest we go.
Might be it. Cool little system, though.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's about as far as we're going to get on that plasma, at least until Ben comes back by, which he is supposed to come back by at some point. I will have him wire that firing wire into the plasma, because CNC can't control the trigger, you know. So we'll get that taken care of, and then I don't know, maybe on that video we'll see some of that workbench finally getting built. I had to get this these outlets installed first because the workbench is going to get right in the way of that, so I just figured we'd do that first. And as I say, maybe we'll get to doing some tests on the plasma cutter here soon. I do need to run some hoses from the compressor to the plasma cutter, which is going to go along this wall, and then actually overhead I have one of those pull down outlets, and I think I'm going to have a pull down compressor hose there too. So might as well, you know, take advantage of the compressor that I didn't know I actually needed that big of a compressor, but apparently plasma takes a lot of air, so good to know. Things you don't know, things you should have known. When you can do good things, when you do things good, you do good things. My neighbor said that. My neighbor Robbie, he's right over there. Go talk to him. So thanks Ben and Doug for coming over and helping me out. Doug you've seen before, but Ben you'll see again. I'll actually throw their links in the description. And I guess that's it for now. So remember to like, subscribe, and until next time. And you can also like share this with your friends and family and all that good stuff.